Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Tech Talk with Kiran. So today we will discuss about reading the JSON file using the different libraries in Java. So there are the three different ways to read the JSON file using Java. The first one is the JSON library, so which is a very popular library, and the second one is the JSON library, which is provided by the Google, and the third one is the JSON simple library. So we will discuss each and every library with example. Yeah, I have created a simple Java project in any IDE. I am using the Spring Tool suite. So I created a one sample JSON file that's called student.json file, which contains the multiple attributes. See the first name. First name is the property which contains the value as Abhi. Second name is the last name, Abhiram. Gender is the male, age is the 32, and address. Address is a one object. So it is a string, but in address property contain an object. And phone numbers. Phone numbers contain the multiple arrays. Okay. So how we can read this JSON file using the JSON library. So for JSON library, first we need to import the JSON library from the in pom.xml file. Include the dependency. So I open the Maven central repository using check JSON library, JSON data byte. I'll take the latest version. Latest version is 2.18.0. So I am taking the Maven, copy this. So this is the project. Just I am creating the pom.xml and add as a dependency. I added as a dependency. Let me go to the project, go to the Maven and update project. So if you click on the update, it will download the dependencies. So the dependency, JSON dependency will be downloaded. Okay, so this is the student JSON object. So for every property, we need to create a POSO object. That is called plain old Java object. So for this, I am creating a pack. I created a package called JSON demo.json. So let me create a class called student. Okay, let me create the properties. First name is the first name, student first name, private string, first name, private string, last name, private string, third property is gender, private string, age, private. So the next property is an object. So we can create an object. So what is that object? Address. Let me create an address POSO. Address. So we will create an address object. So I am creating a class of address with the same package file. So what address contains? Address contains street address, city, and postal code. Let me create those properties here. Private string, street address, private string, city, private string, postal code. That's it. We can save here. This is also saved. And what is the next object here? Phone numbers. So we can create a phone numbers. Phone numbers is a list. It contains an array of objects. So let me create an object, private list numbers data student phone numbers. Let me import the object. Let me create the number data class. Okay. So what is the phone numbers? Let me create like this numbers. Okay. Let me create a class. Create a class numbers. What numbers contains? Numbers contains type and number. Okay. Let me create those values. Private string. Let me copy the same, otherwise we will get an issue, mapping issue. Type private string number. That's it. So we are creating a multiple Pojo objects which is similar to the, which is mapping like a JSON object. Okay. So let me create a getters and setters method. Let me generate source, generate getters and setters. Select all. Okay. And let me generate toString method as well. Just now I intended its values. Okay. These are the getters and setters. So the same way we can create a getters and setters here. Source, generate getters and setters, select all, and I'll override the toString method, generate toString. Same we have to create like this here. Go to source, generate getters and setters, select all, generate. Override toString method, go to source, generate toString method. So this is how we can map each property of the JSON with the different Pojo class. Pojo is nothing but everyone knows, right? Plain old Java object. So let me create the main file. Read JSON file using Jackson library. Private static void main. Let me remove this. So first we need to create an object mapper. This object mapper is a class which is coming from the Jackson library, which we imported in the pom.xml as a dependency. Okay, let me create an object mapper. So what we need to do, we need to read the JSON object, that is student.json object, and we will display here. So for that, first we need to load the JSON file. How we can load the JSON file? I am using the simple file equal to new file. I am using the dot where it is available. Let me copy the Okay, so we created an object of object mapper class. Now we need to read the file. Where is the file? File is located in the student JSON file is located in the src main file. So there are the different ways we can read. So let me use the class loader. Thread dot current thread dot get context class loader. It will give the class loader object assigned to the local variable. Yeah, it will give the class loader. So context class loader dot, there is a method called get resource. Get resource. Okay, what is the very, so get resource is accepting the string as a parameter. So we are giving student dot JSON. Okay, let me assign this to the variable. So it will give the URL. Okay, which is, this URL is from the java.net URL. From this your resource file, yeah, from this resource type, from this resource reference we can get the file. So using the paths class, paths dot get of resource dot to URI, that is the URL reference dot to file. So it will return the file. Let me assign this value to the file. Okay, so we are getting the file. What is the file? Student.json file. Okay, so now mapper dot read value, there is a method called read value which accepts the file and the class type. See, file, I accept the file. What is the class type? The class type is, we can create a class called type student. So we can, oh, sorry, student dot class. Yep, that's it. Assign this to the student object. Okay, let me print the student object. Let's see what object we are getting. Sys out student. Sorry, run as Java application. We are getting an error. What is the error? Com Foster Jackson data bind unrecognized field phone numbers. In which class? Com.example demo JSON student object. In the student object. Okay. Okay. I got the issue. So here, if you see, all the properties we are having the same in the project. See, in the student object we are having the first name, last name, and gender, and all having the same properties name mapping. Okay, so we need to change the same phone numbers as part of the numbers, not numbers, student. Okay, see, these are all the properties, right? First name, which is copied from here. So the same way I am copied the phone number, which is mapping with the JSON prop type key with the value. So I am getting a few errors. So what I will do, let me remove this. Okay, let me add again setters and getters, source, generate getters and setters. Okay, only phone number, and let me add the toString. Let me override the toString method. Yep, that's it. So let me go to the file. Okay, let me rerun again. Clear, run as Java application. Yep. So we got the data. We got the response. See, student. First name is Abhi, last name is Ram, gender, address. See, address is address object. Okay. And numbers is phone numbers. See, the numbers is the one poser class here. So this is how we can get the response from the by using the JSON library. Okay, thank you. Yeah, please, that's it. Please comment if you have any doubts. Yeah, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.